let's continue. And it's our DevFest. And we continue with other interesting session. I'd like to introduce you our next key speaker, Saheed, with his interesting and exciting session, building secure fashion e-commerce website using our lovely Firebase Studio. You are welcome.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Saheed Adewumi. I'll be taking you through how to use Firebase Studio to build a responsive and secure e-commerce website. So before I get started, let me take you through our agenda. So this UI is the Firebase Studio application UI, and our today's agenda, I will take you to introduction to the Firebase Studio. And before you can start using the Firebase Studio, you need to have idea about prompt engineering, which I'm going to take you through. And I will show the demo how you can use the Firebase Studio to build our e-commerce website. And the last question and last list is question and answers. So moving forward, firstly, what is Firebase Studio? Firebase Studio is an integrated and extensible agentic workspace, to build, run, and manage web app, cross-platform, mobile app, backend services, and more. So, if you're a developer, you will have an idea of uh, what we call front end, back end. But when we have the evolution of AI, we have some cool software that are available for us for our development, which Firebase Studio was one of it. It was built by Google, and this can work for the front end, back end, web app, any form of development you are doing. And the major people we are targeting is people that are doing small businesses. If you are running your small businesses, maybe you are trying to set up your businesses organization, this is very it's going to be very useful for you. So you access it, you can see a link at the top right, which says studio.firebase.google.com. So if you want to access it, and if you are accessing it, you will be seeing something like this screen appearing. So if you sign up, your name will be hello, your name, your first name, and you can start. So moving forward, we have an integrated environment, which we call it a VS Code. So it's an editor where you edit your code. One nice thing is you don't really have to have idea about coding, but you just have to know the basic. So here, these are the environments. So we have a pre-configured environment. If you are familiar with VS Code, I know you will be able to figure out some things. But if you are a beginner, don't worry. I will take you through on how you can able to do some basic things. So we have some integration services like deep Google integration. We have the web access whereby you can input your URL. We have a built-in VS Code where you can be seeing your emulator, and we have a terminal like a class shell whereby you can be running your terminal, your prompts to do. We have an environment AI assistance using Gemini to communicate past instruction prompting to your Firebase Studio code, so it will be giving you a right response. And you have your live preview. So as you are making changes in your code or making changes in your application, you can able to be getting your response here. So, and if you have situation whereby you have more than one person, you can collaborate, invite them over, and you guys can be working together. So this is one nice cool features I will advise you to use. So moving forward, we have two environments. We have an environment whereby we call it AI centric view, whereby you can able to be running your code. Input your prompt here, and you can be able to see the response here. So, and we have, if you're a developer or you want to switch, you can switch your environment to the coding environment whereby you can be seeing generated code, and you can still be modifying the code right here. So we call it code centric view. So this give the option whereby you can able to switch for your UI or for your code modification. And also there are changes here, like you can upload the images, you can upload the file to make sure your prompts, your information you are giving to the studio more perfect. So moving forward, we have an environment. Now this is the AI centric view. You can see we have like a chart here whereby you can be given an instruction right hand side, and you'll be seeing your feedback on the left hand side. And you have a different tools that you can use to pick and modify your code. Like this theory, this is to select any component from this interface. And also this button is to share, if you want to share for third party to use. And we have a view, so you can view in a view page, like a complete view page. So this is more of like you are trying to view your responsive of your application. Moving forward, we have a code centric where this is the code generated, and this is the response, the effective of this code. This is how it's going to look on the user end. You can able to get it here, and this is where you can use an AI to input your prompt and for feedback for the response on the code. So moving forward also, we have okay, so this is the total view of it. So we want to ensure you have all a choice, so you can be switching. For people that don't really understand coding, I will suggest you go for this because this is more friendly. Just input your prompt, and you'll be getting your feedback. But if you are into it, coding, if you really understand, especially the programming language or the script you are using to write your code, you can easily do your modification. So this will help you to make your work faster. So yeah, I'm getting to the second option, which is prompt engineering. So a lot of people have this inaccuracy in communicating with AI tools like a ChatGPT. At times, you give a prompt to AI, and it's not you are not getting the expected feedback. So most of the time, this kind of issue caused because of the type of prompt you are inputting to your AI. So that is why we are going through the prompt engineering. So what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is the art of crafting clear and specific instruction to get the best result from an AI tools. So if I mean AI tools, I mean ChatGPT, Gemini, any form of AI. So you need this skill for any AI platform you are working with. So are able to generate a prompting formula. So if you want to input your AI, maybe you want to query or you want to write your code with an AI, and you are expect to put it in a certain way in order to get a good feedback. So this formula means like we give it a role, tags, details, format, and tone. So if you are given a role, you have to specify the role of the AI. So who should the AI act as? So you are expected to give the role to the AI if you want it to be a front-end developer, if you want it to be an architect, if you want it to be your personal assistant, anything you are trying to do, you have to specify the role of the AI there. Then declare the tasks. Most of the time, we omit and we just go straight to the task we want the AI to do. So AI find it difficult to know the position where it's standing to help. So here is really important to declare the task we are trying to do. What do you want it to do for you? Details, what specific information should it include? So you have to give a well detailed information. So if you are using Firebase Studio, you expect to give more information. You just don't presume that AI will understand all the prompts in your head. So AI is just a machine, just get your information and make use of it. So you have to give it a clear instruction, more details. So we have format. Format is how should the output looks like. So if you are given an AI, maybe you input your AI prompt, you are expected to give it a good, clear instruction how it's going to look like. So let's say for instance you are generating a document, you have to give it maybe in PDF format, in Excel format, in Docs format. So this format is very important. So we have a tone. Tone is like what, how do you want it to look like? What style or feeling should it have? So these give 5 things you are expected to put in your prompt whenever you are giving instruction to your AI platform. So moving forward, so here I have a prompt. So I analyze it based on the color. So you can see this is my prompt I'm giving to my AI for the design of e-commerce website. So you are a developer. So if you can see the role here, I'm making sure my AI act as a developer and task with. So the task, I'm tasking it to creating a smooth and responsive e-commerce shopping experience. So this is the task I want us to achieve with the AI. And the next is the details. The details here, this is my details. Details is the flow should begin with a welcome entering point that lead to the store, into the store, where categories, features, products are displayed in inviting way. Customer can move into the product list, browse or filter items. So this is the basic e-commerce platform. So e-commerce, because we are dealing with a fashion e-commerce platform, so we want a store page, and we have a category, and we have the product list. We have browse and filter items. Open a product details to see more information. So the product details contain the information. User can able to select the size of the fashion dress they are buying or fashion shoe they are buying. So from there, they should be able to add the product to their cart, apply a coupon, and process seamless to checkout. And at checkout, the customer should be able to guide through adding address, delivery details, and selecting a payment option before reaching a clear confirmation page with their order summary and success message. So these are the details. You can see I have a lot, place it line by line so that the AI will understand what we are trying to achieve. So I think I've achieved the third part. The fourth part is format. So I said the entire journey should be mobile friendly. So what this really means, it should be mobile responsive and cool. So the mobile friendly is the our format we want the our website to look like, and we are trying to make the customer feel confident and comfortable. So that's the tone we are trying to use. So you are not just expect to just input like create a e-commerce website for me, and you expect the AI to give you a full, although it can able to generate that, but it will not that impressive and not nice to just give the whole instruction to the AI. So now get started. So to get started, I will before I get started. So if you are trying to create your e-commerce website, you are not just going to jump on the UI code, I mean on this Firebase Studio code, and start writing your prompt to generate your code. As in as the owner of the website, you have to list what are the basic features I want it to appear on my website. So this will help you and guide you to know what you need as a prompt for your application. So here you can see I do a basic flow chart. So this from the home or the store page, we have the product list. After a user filter, click select the right product, it can able to add to cart, apply coupon. If they decide to check out, they proceed to add delivery, select payments, and they pay, or else they go back and fetch another product again, add to cart. So this is the basic process we are dealing with in our e-commerce website flow. Although you can use this to build a more mega platform, like more than this, but this you have to expect it to do a flow chart so that if some of the details are missing on your development, you can go back and add it. So moving forward, so here, if you type in this Firebase Studio, you will see this type the screen whereby it will show you where you are expected to copy and paste your prompt, what you are trying to do. You can type it manually. You can maybe redefine it, make sure your prompt is accurate, paste it there. So after I paste it there, it will look like something like this. You can see I've already copied the prompt I generated earlier and paste it here, define all the stuff I want to make use of. Then I proceed to click on the prototype with AI. Prototype with AI will help you to review your code and outline it. So it will look like something like this. So it give it a name, shop flow, and these are the features the AI is trying to work with. So from my prompt, it was able to generate the features of my app, which is product browsing, product details, shopping cart, coupon tools, and checkout process, order confirmation, mobile responsiveness. So these are the features the Firebase Studio is going to work on. But if you are not satisfied with what the AI generates, you can see a customized button, click on it, and modify the prompt. So this will help you to get more insight before you start your project. So to the next, you can able to see the style. So you select, choose the color for me. You can choose see the primary color and the layout. You list out the layout, the family, the font family. You can before you click on it, you can edit it using this customize button to edit the whole stuff. And these are the technologies we're going to be using. You can see we have Gemini and Jenkit. Gemini is the one responsible for building this code. So Gemini is going to be responsible, and these are the programming language we are using or script we are using. So we are using TypeScript, Node.js, and Taiwan CSS. So you can click on this drop down to modify your code before you proceed. So what I will do advise if you are just like if you don't want to pay any developer just to work on your own, maybe you are running a small business and you want to save budget, I will recommend you can just watch some crash course, maybe 1 hour, 45 minutes to understand the programming language before jumping into it. Although AI will do a lot by fixing your code for you, but this should just make sure you are in line. So moving forward, after immediately the user creates, click on prototyping this app, it will generate this code, like a long code. It will take a long time, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes before it generates a lines of code. Different file will be created for you. And you can see a button here, you can stop. And maybe you have a Figma. Figma is a design interface tools. You can select your Figma, select the file and upload. So you can make use of the UI layout to build to implement your code, your application, your e-commerce application. So moving forward, so yeah, when we are still waiting until Monday morning, no, just kidding. So you can able to see something like this. So this times you may run into these are the real scenario whereby you run into an error. So if you run into an error, it will show you. Although you don't have idea of what is going on in an error, Firebase Studio provide you some tools that can fix your code automatic. You can see I have detected an error. What want me to help you to fix it? You can just click on this button, fix error, and it will check the code and fix it for you. So when I run the code, so it will definitely recover it. So most of the scenario, if you are finding it difficult, maybe you are still getting the same error, you can just copy this code and maybe paste it or try to use the Gemini to get it. It will get it fixed most of the time. So moving forward, and that is why I said earlier that you should just watch some crash course to have idea of how you can do this. So if you have the familiar with the code error, you can find a solution to it. Maybe you are given a wrong instruction, or maybe you are doing something that is not possible. So this is going to give you a better insight of what you are doing. Can it recover from it? Yes, definitely. It's going to recover from it because the Firebase Studio will fix it for you. Moving forward, we have so this is the prompt I put in. You can able to see this is the website generated for me. I have welcome to the shopping flow. This is my categories. This is my product. So definitely you have successfully generated the code for me. We have the full. So if I click on the early arrow, I can see the full screen. So I can able to see my full website. So no one can deny me that this is not an e-commerce website, because actually it has basic features. So I can do better by modifying my using the tools to modify my UI, so that it will be more uh, cool. So moving forward, we have, so yeah, you can see there are some situations you may run to in case of the error. So let's say you are running like multiple errors, we show you you have 4 or 5 issues. You can just click on here to fix the error, and this fix error will fix it for you. Ask Gemini to fix the errors, so it will fix it for you. And after that, you can able to publish. After you are done with your application, you are satisfied, you can use this button to test it to see how it's responsive it is. Check it on different device, mobile view and laptop view, tablet view. You make sure your e-commerce is running fine. Then you can publish your website. And to publish your website, immediately you click on this button, you can able to see. So because Firebase Studio is managing this platform, they will definitely link you to the Firebase to host it there. So there you will request to create a Firebase project, and you are expected to link your billing account. So you are expected to link your billing account, and from there you can set up your services. Immediately you are done, it will create the database and host your app, and then you will generate your customer's URL that you can use for your application. So there are scenario. Okay, let me stop sharing so that I can take you to my real app, and maybe this will be more interesting. So can you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so
Firebase
let's
Studio. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let me assume I go back to my main page. This is the studio.firebase.google. You expect to input your type of app you want to input here. So, and it can help you to improve your prompt. So the prompt is very important. If you get your prompt right, you can able to design a complex website, because it's step by step you communicate with your app. I can show you can see here I have a lot of application I have put with it. So it's very working, and it's good for back end, for front end, for mobile app like Flutter. So you don't have to be doing everything manually. So this really helps. So after that, so if you are coming back, because you have already generated my prompt, you can able to see this. So this is my environment. So I can see my website loading. So if I click on this button, this to view it on another tab to make it more responsive. So this is the full website. So that's a scenario whereby I want to. So okay, before you go that, Google expects you to use Gemini API key. So you can get your Gemini API key by clicking on this button, and it will show you something like this. So if you are generating it, if it's the first time, you have to expect it to create an API key. So if you click on API key, you will generate. But I have one already, so I will just copy and paste it here so that Google can continue. So yeah, I've done with my Gemini to continue to generate me an API key. So to do something, so I can decide, let's say for instance, I'm in Nigeria, I want to change the I want to change my currency. I can just come here and I say, so immediately I select this tab, I want to give it an instruction. So I will just ask like, okay, kindly change my currency to Naira. So let's see what, so can you see immediately I input the prompt, is trying to get me a feedback. So it will just take few times. So it starts updating my code. Yeah. So So you can see it's updating, just give it some time to generate successful. So yeah, it's coming up. So it's updating my code up and down. So okay, can you see it has successfully changed from dollar to naira? So this looks more of like a naira website. So this is one effective way. Another thing is I want to check. So I click few more. These are all my products I have in my store as a fashion. So if I want to change all this content to fashion, I can just select this and ask change all images to related fashion webs images. So I'm asking to change it the output to be image fashion. So let's see what it's going to get us. And from there, you can just be selecting. You can even change the color if you don't like the color. Maybe you want to select, want to change your color to the your brand color. You can just able to choose and select. So let's see what it's going to get. Oh, it's generated, but I think it does not have the images. So if you have the images, you can just upload it and paste it here. So we use that images for you. So another nice thing about this is I expect to, if you come down here, so one thing I do, because we are using AI, you can use my tools, Chrome tools to select if it's responsive. So I'm choosing the mobile, so you can see it is responsive, everything is nice. Yeah, so the menu is nice. So all this make it really cool. So let us go back. For the people that are not developers, don't worry, it will be automatically done. So this, let me click on the product itself. Does it change? Okay. So you can see I have my product details. I have my product details here. So I can do some modification. So let me add to cart. You can see it show that's added to cart. But this I can do some modification. So if I go back here, click on this, let me select any one of it. I can still make a decision here like, okay, can we add a items, similar items below product details page. So let's see what is going to. So all these twists, it will really save you a lot of resources building it from scratch. So and after everything has been generated, you are satisfied with what you have. You can deploy it. There is a local way you can deploy it, but the coolest way you can do. So yeah, so this you can see I'm having similar items. I can click on this and select these particular items. Maybe I can just say product items, similar, similar product items, similar product items. So this I can change the the arrangements, the spelling. I can make my own correction. So this will really improve my my application. So let me click on this. I have this cart button. Let's say okay, that's you can see it has changed. So and this is a real life code. So this button, I have the cart button. It's not coming up yet. I don't know why. So let me confirm. Most of the time, you may find it like some of the button may not be work. Okay, it works now. So yeah, my cart is empty. So I can still work on it. I can still work on this to say okay, um, add users login and log out. I mean login and register for registration. So all this is just, you can just do some twist on your hand, uh, and this will improve. It will be improved. You just be customizing your application. So this is, if you are showcasing, maybe you are just doing wait list, you can just buy a domain, set this up, and everything will be running. So yeah, you can see it's asking me to create a Firebase project, but I don't really need it because I'm not doing the integration yet. So you can create the username and password, and it will just be working fine for you. So after that, for the coder, so let me go to the code view. If I click on this switch, I switch to my coding. So this is all my coding environment. This is the VS code. So all the code that has been generating, I can easily find it here. So these are the apps. If I come to the app folder, you can see this is the folder, each folder that is responsible for the UI. You can see all the text. I can modify it manually, and this will really help. You can see checkout, I can see confirmation, I can see product. So these are the prompts I added earlier. So this is basically the benefit of using Firebase Studio. So, and another thing important is, make sure, if you are, let's say for you have a scenario, you are deploying your app, you are advised to make it, keep it secret. Like we have this .mv where you keep your secret code. You are not expected to share a lot of sensitive information and publish it maybe on GitHub. So this, keep it here. Any sensitive key, they are not expected to push it out for maybe to share with anyone. It's a private. So these are the security uh, sensitive information you have to take look into. And also we have some other stuff like a GitHub. If you want to push the code to GitHub, GitHub is a platform where we store our code. Let me just use the simple terms. It's a platform where we share our codes, our projects. So that is for the GitHub. You can search for your code. Maybe you are having an error, you can search for it. You can install some other extension. Google has a VS Code has some extension you can use. If you are using working with Python, Golang, you can install it. This will really make your work easy. And here, right here too, we have a Gemini CLI that you can use to communicate. So this prompt can use, you can use with the help of this, you can use to create a file, you can use to manage your code. From your code, you can even point there and just do your modification. So that is it. And going back to the main page, you can select another. If you are working on mobile app, you can use it for mobile app too, but you just have to make sure you are using prompting. If your prompting is good, you are fine. So that is it for today. See you next week. So you can scan, you can check my profile on Google Developer, or scan this QR code for communication or connection, and you can reach out to organizer. If you have any issue, you can share it on Discord, and we're always available. Thank you very much.